It's hard to believe we're in a whole different country, although it feels just like home.
Hmm? Well, this part of Azul is hardly what I'd call exotic.
Huh. Hey, there's a map. Let me check it out for a bit.
Brave kid. The way he plays it cool.
Decided to make the best of it, has he? He's not as immature as he looks.
Would it kill you to show a little concern? I mean, you dragged him into this, right?
He insisted on helping me. I told him again and again to go home, but he wouldn't listen. He's here of his own accord.
I see. He believes he got himself into this mess, so now he has to put on a brave face. Either way, he's still acting like an adult.
North of here.
So? You leaving now?
No. Alvin, you must be well versed with a sword. Mercenaries like you must have some battle chops.
Well, yeah, of course.
Could you teach me how to use one? I don't have the four to back me up anymore. If I can't wield a sword, what's left?
The four? Not sure I follow. But I'd be more than happy to teach you. If only you had some cash.
So you won't help?
Here, how about we make some moolah while I train you?
What do you mean?
Well, there's got to be some paying customers here in the Seahaven, right? Let's take a look around.
Whew. Well, hey guys, it's Mick. Welcome back to more Tales of Xillia. And the last one, we made a daring escape from Fenmont with the help of our dashing mercenary Alvin here. And he is part of our party now. And he's 2 levels higher than us. Okay. Well, Alvin's unique. He's a swordsman, but he also wields a gun. And, the gun is his main weapon, actually. That sword, he's left-handed. That sword is in his offhand. Imagine wielding a giant-ass sword like that in your offhand. Jesus. Well, and we have some Lilium Orb stuff to take care of, so... that would be on Alvin, huh? And he's already... I guess since he's level 5, he's already got a good chunk of stuff. And Elvin, if you want to focus a specific stat for Elvin, I would recommend Strength. Okay. Also, something that Jude and Mila don't have yet, but Elvin does, are abilities. These are just certain things that you can equip for buffs to sort of help you. And if he can equip all of them, so may as well. So he has Stamina, which increases his max HP. Magic Guard, which it's a guard against magic. I don't know what to tell you. Level Restore restores his stats upon level up, which is very nice, actually. And momentary gain. Oh, momentary gain. Okay. Gain AC momentarily, up to +3 when avoiding attacks with a backstep. And these you pretty much all get from your Lilium Orb. And since with Jude, I only have Cerberus Strike unlocked, and Mila, I have nothing. They don't have anything yet. Well, Alvin does. Otherwise, I don't think we have anything yet. Yeah. So Mila just has her 2 spells now, no longer the Great Spirits, and Alvin has Demon Fang. Jude gets Demon Fist. Alvin, being the resident, like, big sword wielder. I guess there's Mila, but she's more of a magic swordsman. Alvin gets your Demon Fang and your Tiger Blade. His moveset, or he gets more moves that are typical of Tales of protagonists, I find, more so than Jude. Because Tiger Blade is a common one, and of course Demon Fang is. But his playstyle is more slow and tanky than Jude's. Jude's playstyle is more typical of Tales of protagonists. The speedy, typically swordsman, of course Jude is fisticuffs. Either way. Ooh, the Calamity Key.
This was surging with mana when they activated their so-called Lance of Kresnik. So this must be the key they used to arm it. Do you want something?
Whoa, hold your fire. I come in peace. Can't a mercenary have a friendly chat with his clients?
That much is fine. But when you want to chat, you needn't hold your breath and sneak up behind me.
Sheesh. You make me sound so unsavory. Do you berate poor Jude like this too?
I don't intend to berate anyone. That was never my intention.
Do try to be gentle with him. Boys can be so vulnerable.
That's a surprisingly tender sentiment.
That's what it says on my business card. The mercenary with a heart of gold.
Those are good words to live by. Although, with a motto like that, I can't imagine you'd live very long.
Not the type to sugarcoat things, are you?
Yeah. So as you can see, Elvin is very much like a deadpan snarker. He's very sarcastic, and he's one of those characters where you can't really tell if what he's saying is genuine or not. Either way, as it was telling us, people with these exclamation marks above their heads have side quests for us. In this case, the side quest is the main quest, but whatever. And for me, I missed the 3 side quests in Fenmont the very first time I played because I wasn't prepared for this. I didn't know that this was how it handled side quests. But now we do, so let's accept a job.
Hey there. You've got a request, right? How about letting us handle it?
Oh, you're mercenaries. Oh, perfect timing.
What kind of request?
Someone's got a problem with monsters, and we get paid to solve their problem.
Oh. So by taking on these jobs, you get the reward and I get the practice.
Right. Everybody wins. Well, except the monsters. Okay, hit us with the details.
Some monsters we've never seen before are lurking near a lake west of the Seahaven. A lot of people depend on that lake for water, so those monsters have become a real nuisance. I'm looking for someone to exterminate the beasts.
What's the reward?
Cash, of course.
You heard the woman. Thoughts?
Sounds fine to me. Fighting monsters will be good training.
Excellent. Now these beasts are no pushovers, so please watch yourselves.
About your sword training. The monsters aren't just going to stand there like training dummies, you know? We should go over some basics first.
I appreciate it.
Ready your sword. Well, that'll do.
You have my gratitude.
Shall we go?
Wait, Jude. Take a moment to consider your situation. You don't have to stay with me anymore, you know.
Right.
Now that we've crossed the border, it'll be a while before any pursuers from Rashugal get here.
What are you suggesting?
Just that he still has some time to think things over.
Sorry, I'll make up my mind by the time you set off.
Okay, very well. Let's go and complete that request.
You thought you were doing the right thing, and now you're on the run. That's a pretty tough lesson for a kid your age.
Yeah, but I brought it upon myself.
And now that Mila's got her sword training in, she is useful in combat once again. Hooray! Ooh, witnesses for the defense, you say.
Let's see.
What are you up to?
Just trying to organize all of my notes for my thesis.
Those in the books at a time like this? You sure are studious.
Yeah, probably a waste of time. I'm sure I've already been expelled being an X-marked criminal and all.
Ah, cheer up, kid. If I get a chance, I'll testify to the military and the school on your behalf. Shouldn't be hard to make the case that you're just a poor kid who got sucked into this.
Thanks. But Aren't you a wanted criminal too?
Ah, that. I guess I did flee along with you.
So if we get captured, I'll testify for you. I'll tell them that you're nowhere near as shady as you look.
Thanks.
I'll take it as a compliment.
Okay, our store... Yes, stores are unlocked now. So, you can buy equipment, as well as items somewhere. Though this all here already will all just be equipment that we pretty much... Everyone's already got equipped, with some exceptions, like we could buy Jude a leather helm if we needed. I don't think we need to right now. Yeah, the item shop is on the other side of the city. But another thing is shop expansion. This is what materials are for. So, you can donate either materials or gold to a shop. I would strongly recommend keeping your gold. But with materials, you can see on the right that there are bonus. Each materials has a specific type attached to it, and if you donate materials of that type to the shop, that shop will level up whatever the multiplier is. So typically, I like to hold on to materials until I get, or until a shop has a multiplier of that. You could continue to even wait until the shop has a 3 times multiplier for that material, but I don't find that particularly necessary. But yes, as you donate more stuff to the shop will get discounts and will get new inventory. So it's something you want to regularly be doing if you want to keep yourself properly equipped. Since both this and accessories have birds, and we only have 2 birds, I guess I'll donate 1 to weapons, 1 to accessories. I guess that works. And then we'll just donate a bunch of beast dung to the armor shop, I guess. I don't know why they want that, but you know what? It's not my job to know why. Anyway, I believe there are 2 more side quests we can pick up here. Though I don't know. We might have to complete our current job and then come back for it, actually. I'm just kind of glancing around, looking. Yeah, so I believe that, yeah, this quote-unquote side quest is strictly part of the main quest. But once we take care of it, then 3 side quests will unlock here in Alahdi Seahaven. So we'll take care of those when the time comes.
My Lilium orb is shining.
Mine too.
Wait, you 2 have orbs too? Great! We should try linked combat.
What's that?
Lilium orbs are handy things. They let you sense your companion's intent. That's a huge advantage in battle. You can coordinate your thoughts to pull off combination attacks. We call this linking.
Sounds great, but how do we do it?
Try it and see for yourself. Focus your consciousness into the Lilium orb.
Okay, so linked combat now. I'm gonna let the tutorial sort of guide my explanation because I am a bit hazy. So, without holding L1, if you're holding L1 you can switch characters, but without holding L1 you press in the direction of a character you want to link with. And you press in the direction of your character to break the link, as it says. So, how linked combat works is, as you approach an enemy, the character you are linked with will automatically move behind it, and then when you attack, your characters will coordinate your attacks like so.
Hey, watch your back.
I'll help.
And if you get approached by behind, your linked partner will do their best to protect you from that as well.
It's time to finish them off.
Ah! And here's the thing. So, Just like every character has a special ability, every character has a linked ability as well. Mila has Bind. So, typically against fast, speed-type enemies like this wolf, she will bind them and prevent them from moving for a couple seconds, which will give you more opportunities to attack it.
I think you're ready to learn some linked arts.
Alright, linked arts. So, it's a bit hard to see, but there are 5 segments on the linked gauge, and once you fill up to a segment, or once you fill up a segment all the way, you can use an art, and you'll get that little glyph that appears over your character, and if you press R2, your characters will do an attack together called a linked art. And that will allow you to build up your linked art gauge to the next segment. You can't advance it any higher until you pull off a link to art. But once you do use them, you can advance it even further. And linked arts are, I believe, yeah, it'll tell us now. Linked arts are specific to moves, and you can see which moves you do here. Both of Jude's right now are linked to Demon Fang with both characters. And then Mila has one with Elvin with Tiger Blade and Fireball. Alright, and I believe, yeah, the battle starts for real now. So let's just finish this off. And you know what, let's link with Elvin for a little bit. What type is this enemy? Power.
Victory born from cooperation and friendship. Not bad, right?
Yes, I quite like it.
I feel much better knowing I'm not fighting alone.
Right there with you, buddy.
I love the post-battle conversations between the characters. It's a very Tales of thing. And yeah, this is explaining Elvin's partner skill, which I will get to momentarily, and Jude has one as well. Problem with linked combat, though. It effectively makes this game a 2-player game. Because typically, Tales of games are 4-player. You can have 3 of your friends join you, and it's a good time. Linked combat makes that awkward. And Tales of Zestiria has this problem as well, but that's neither here nor there. Because if you link with someone, you're essentially turning them into a computer, because they can kind of control themselves, but their actions are largely controlled by the game itself. So you could just play with 4 people and not use linked combat at all, but you're kind of handicapping yourself that way. So it's better to just it doesn't work. This doesn't work very well as a 4-player game, unfortunately, because of that. You can still do it just fine, but if you want to use linked combat, someone's getting the shaft. Anyway, let's level up. Let's just keep going around the circle. I'm not thinking too much about what I'm picking up, because I'm gonna pick them all up eventually, but Mila did learn a new move, though, yes? So let's see if she has any linked arts with that. Yes, she does. We have a linked art with Cerberus Strike and Rock Shrine called Igneous Crush. Okay. And we unlock some skills as well, so may as well just equip them. No reason not to. Oh! That icon there, next to the abilities. If that's an icon there, that means if that character is linked up with someone, they will share that ability with their linked partner. So if Jude links up with Mila, even though Jude doesn't have stamina, Jude will inherit it from Mila when they're linked up. I believe that's all until we get into a next battle and kind of show off a couple other things. So let's go with Elvin, because Elvin as well has his own special move. So this is kind of how Elvin's combat style works. He's slow but powerful. Okay, so his ability is called Charge. So after you use an art, if you hold down the art button, he will combine his sword and gun into one, and it will sort of change his combat style to more, kind of even more sluggish, but more powerful. And then all of his arts change as well to become more powerful. Okay, it's looking like it'll be a little bit before we're able to show off Alvin or Jude's linked abilities, because they're kind of dependent on the enemy types. You can use whatever with whatever. But oh, there's Alvin's Breaker. So if an enemy is guarding, Alvin will perform a guard break, so the enemy will be guarding no more, and that allows you to just keep attacking them.
Are we good or what?
Yeah.
Ouch, the cold shoulder.
Okay, so now let's go fight one of those scorpion-like enemies again, because those are one of the enemies that is good for... Hello?
You know, I think there used to be a town around here. Want to take a peek?
But we haven't completed our job yet.
Come on, school's out. Your homework doesn't have a due date anymore. When you accept a request, you can take it at your own pace.
Is that the way it works?
That's the way it works. The whole reason you took the request was to pay my fee, right? If you see another opportunity to make a few bucks, feel free to make that the priority.
I had been planning to get you paid in Niakara.
That's so? Well, you're the client. At the end of the day, it's your call.
I don't intend to avoid this. Oh, well, that might not work. I don't really intend to avoid doing this request, but Jude's ability is, if this enemy will knock me down, it's not protect. People just do that regardless. I'm trying to get this guy to knock me on my ass. But it doesn't seem to be happening, so I'm just gonna demonic chaos him. There we go, I suppose. Well, as I'll show that off as soon as I can, but as I'm sure you have sort of guessed, Jude's ability activates if you get knocked over. I can't carry anymore. May as well just use 2 in our inventory then, so we can pick this up. You know what? Let's play as Mila a little bit. Did it auto-equip Rock Shrine? I don't think it did. No. Okay. So, excuse you. So we have Rock Shrine, which sort of creates a little rock trap for the enemies, I guess. And then it spirit shifts into Grave. And hopefully, eventually, one of these enemies will knock us on our ass so Jude can pick us up with Restore, because I don't think I finished explaining that. If you get knocked down, Jude will pick you up and restore a little bit of health to you. Not a whole lot. It's not a viable substitute for healing, but it's enough to get you back on your feet, as it were. Anyway, there's no reason to attack all of these monsters. There's a whole bunch, and I'm playing on normal for a reason, so I don't have to level grind. So let's just kind of... Whatever we fight, but right now let's head towards our goal, which was at the... I know it's this direction. Let's fight this guy, though. Maybe one of these prickle spiders will finally knock me on my ass. It is not looking like that is the case. Oh, I'm going to link with Elvin so we can show off Fireball. That's what we wanted. There we go. Good night, sir. Oh yeah. Okay, so whenever you use an art after a normal attack, your linked partner will help you pay the TP cost of an art. So If you do your bread and butter attack, attack, attack art combo, the cost of your art is split between you and your linked partner. But vice versa, if you use your art and then do normal attacks, your partner will recover TP as well with you.
Just keeps.
So when you're linked, it's kind of best to alternate, so you can alternate between lowering the cost as well as getting everyone to recover. Which way do I want to go? What's this? TP combo support and solid guard. Decreasing damage when guarding even more sounds like a good plan. So let's continue on this way. And then flash guard, if you time your guard perfectly, it reduces the damage even more. And then Guardian Field, which is a new move for Elven. That's a good one. I believe it deals damage while healing anyone who's in it. So it's kind of like a factually better version of Jude's healer. But Jude's healer we can use. Okay, so we don't have anything linked with Guardian Field. But yeah, but Jude's healer we can use in the menu, so it's fine. Okay. So our target should be at the end of this passage down here, so let's explore this little donut area first, I suppose. See if we can get any good materials, or just any cool treasures. There's gotta be, like, a treasure chest. One thing to watch out for, I don't know if I hope we haven't skipped over any yet, is that sometimes along the walls of an environment, you can see kind of holes in the cliffside, and then you can crawl through those holes, and you'll be occasionally be able to find more stuff that way. Also, that item reminds me, we should use these. We'll give these to the characters that kind of use them best. So we'll give intelligence to Mila, and then agility to Jude. Okay. Well, looks like there's nothing else to really find, so let's move on. Okay, so I think this is a time to kind of talk about my one major grievance with Tales of Xillia, is that this followed suit with Graces and changed the overworld from one of those traditional JRPGs where, like, you walk around the overworld and you're, like, bigger than anything else, into something that is more focused. And it definitely looks great, but I find that these aren't as interesting to traverse, especially in Xillia. Graces, I seem to remember the open areas tending to have a bit more variety, but get used to this look for Xillia is basically what I'm getting at here. Most of the areas between towns are basically just a bunch of box canyons. Not all of them, but a lot of them are, and I find it kind of uninteresting because of it. Anyway, here's our target.
There. Those must be the monsters we're supposed to get rid of.
Indeed. They certainly don't look like the normal fauna for this area.
All right, let's get the job done.
Okay, Yep. What do you want to explore? Oh, fight, link to completely fill the linked art gauge. And then once all 5 segments are filled, use a linked art to go into Overlimit. I'm not linked with anyone. So, sure, let's use this new one. And then, in Overlimit, your AC number will not drop and your enemy attacks will not stagger you. What's more, you can use as many linked arts as you want. So yeah, we can use linked arts as much as we want whenever the overlimit gauge is there. And I believe we can also chain them, and we can also switch between characters and chain them that way. And if you're really good, you can even, I believe you can even switch characters and chain them that way as well. I'm not really that good at that. I'm good at, like, sticking with one character and then doing all the linked arts with all the with the character I'm controlling and everyone on the field. But I'm pretty sure I could have, like, in theory, switched to, like, Mila and Elvin's linked art there.
I can't complain. No better training than an actual battle.
You got that right. Let's head back to Alahdi Seahaven and make a report.
Alright, sounds like a plan. Though, of course, we have a chest to pick up. Ooh, some more boots. Because I believe Elvin's slower. Let's give him the boots. Kind of compensate for his... No. No, let's do it like this. We'll give Elvin the cape and give Jude the boots to just further take advantage of his speed. There, I think that's a better idea. But yeah, our job is done. Let's head back to the Alahdi Seahaven. And I believe I've talked about everything that's really come up now, other than explicitly showing off Jude's restore skill, but that'll happen naturally eventually, as long as I don't stick with playing Jude. I am going to try to play as everyone, not necessarily evenly, because Jude is my best character, but I'll try and switch between everyone, so everyone kind of gets their fair shake. Let's grab these before we move on. Oh, jet black feathers. Jet black feathers are sort of unique. I don't believe you can donate them to stores for upgrades, but instead they are used for a specific side quest later. I don't recall how much later, but later. Anyway, we are back in town. Let's go find our contact and tell her the job is done.
Those monsters won't be tinkling in your water supply anymore.
Wonderful. Thank you for your help.
And that's how it's done. More where that came from, too. Lots of people with problems out there, and gall to make them go away.
You're a real pro at this, Alvin. Hey! No fever. How are you feeling?
I don't seem to have any strength.
Have you been eating properly?
I've never eaten.
Ever?
Through Sylph, I drew life from the air. With Undine's power, I received sustenance from the water.
What's she talking about?
I guess the spirits gave her all the energy she needed. Well, now you're gonna have to nourish yourself the old-fashioned way.
I see. So this is what you call hunger. Fascinating.
So, should we rest at the inn? Now that you mention it, I could use some grub myself.
Me too, actually. I'm gonna get something to eat after this video. Ah! Auto item! I'm turning that off immediately, because that is exactly what it says on the tin. Your characters will use items automatically, and I hate it. I hate it so much. I'd rather just use items on my own if I need them, rather than rather than my allies just burning through my item supply. And I also want to set people to link often, especially once we get 4 party members. I like the other 2 to link as well. Link tactics. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay, now let's look around a little bit, because I believe... Yes. She has more work for me. No, we need to go rest first. Okay. I'm jumping the gun a little bit, so yeah, let's go and rest. Oh, intelligence work.
That was quite a sigh.
So seriously, you guys are spying for Azul, right?
What? Of course not.
I've never heard of the Military Powers Act being used against anyone other than Azul spies.
You're thinking too much into this.
Why are you so concerned about this? Unless you're spying for Rashagal.
No. I was just thinking that if you were spying for Azul, maybe you could use your connections to score me some high-paying intelligence work.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I assure you I will pay your fee. You just have to wait a little bit longer.
Fair enough. But even with your special friend discount, the interest is piling up.
Special friend... Don't want to know what that is. Yeah, let's go to the inn.
Welcome. 3 rooms, please. But before that, can we get something to eat?
Oh, my apologies, but our cook isn't in yet. Hey, is she okay?
Can we at least use your kitchen?
Yes, please. Help yourself. Your friend looks like she's about to pass out.
My stomach, it really is growling. And here I thought that was just a silly human expression.
It's kind of a silly human expression. I love Mila so much.
Hey, not bad.
Not bad. It's good. I quite enjoy ingesting calories with you. Humans should learn to cherish these simple pleasures.
This might be her first time sleeping, too.
And apparently she never ate before today, either. Who in the world is she?
She claims she's Maxwell.
That Maxwell?
Yeah, she's apparently a spirit in physical form.
Well, not just any spirit. The Lord of Spirits. Wielder of the 4 elements, the eldest spirit. Maxwell has many names. And now we add Mila to that list? She's supposed to be the spirit Maxwell? You gotta be kidding me.
Is Maxwell really that mighty?
Of course. That's why this is so hard to swallow. I grew up hearing bedtime stories about Maxwell.
What in the world would a spirit like that be trying to destroy?
Trying to destroy? What are you referring to?
She called it a Spyrix, I think. The device from the laboratory. Maybe I should just ask Mila about it.
I don't know. You have a nasty habit of poking your nose where it doesn't belong. Your accursed curiosity made me a wanted man too, you know. Well, think hard before asking, okay?
Yeah, you're right.